changes. I see it. You can pull apart some of these key members. The Ari, the Cassante looking to protect people. No, you're not anymore. At least caught in a 1v1 with a Mordekaiser. Yeah, that one's going to suck.
Yeah. You know what? The most important thing about this is actually bot lane being isolated. That's a cocoon. Where's the trap?
Damage is good. Dead.
Elk gets worried if he does try anything here, because Ari can just walk over, even drop a little bit of farm. We will see a bit of a fight over the Grump.
Smite up for both junglers. The angle into the wall. There's the spell shield down. Shadow can now get the stun to the wall, but the fear will come on through. Forced toward 369. Bin also coming on over. It's going to be an absolute skirmish. Kanavi gets a double Umbra Glaze on top of the Unraveled Earth. Looking for the charm. Knight gets the kill onto the Nocturne. Bin in danger as the darkness begins to rise, but the Unbreakable ain't enough. And it ends up 3-0 for BLG in the early game. Cream in danger. The Foxfires keep coming. Charm! Into the orb of deception, and Hug can do nothing but watch his mid laner die.
The best Ari in the world.
Esports were doing something very similar in the previous game. Fairness to BLG, they came back from a deficit
twice, which does help him an awful lot. Grubs started by top Esports. Will there be a contest? I think there can be, and I think there will be.
Looking for something. The hook goes wide. Oh dear, Hung's dead. Repel up, avoids a lot of the CC. Kanavi tries to turn on the other side, but I don't think he's winning that one particular as Cream forced her onto the wrong side of the jungle. Shadow flashes for heroic charge. Kanavi has to flash away, and this nightmare might be, unfortunately, about to wake up. Throws out a Duskbringer and will survive for now, but I don't know how dark this darkness is, as Knight is looking to illuminate the dark recesses of Kanavi's health bar. Flash with a bit of footwork secures the kill for Bin.
Oh, Knight gets another couple of kills. Another couple of participation. The Grubs will not be a full house for top Esports. 369 does have his ult. That does save him from a bit of the threat here. But the poke from the Cocoon Trap, nasty, nasty stuff. Top Esports, once again, losing a big up here, though, to close out this series early for top Esports.
2-1 leads are very vulnerable in League of Legends. Good chunk onto the side of 369. Under the turret, gonna try and get in range for an ult and will not. Ace in the hole. The Tyrant of Noxus is...
Oh, he's just cut significantly less. Top Esports needs to be very aware that Knight is in a massive point of power.
Gonna try and find some damage out. There comes the Cocoon. Flash for the depth charge. Kanavi in danger. Still got another Spirit Rush to work with. 369 forces Knight into the death realm. On the other side, Kanavi goes on in, but On is just fine for the moment. Trying to turn it around is finally brought low. Burns everything from top Esports, but they will secure the kill on the Spider.
Nautilus ult gets good value.
Indeed, and Elk will take the opportunity. With that little assistance, of course, take another player. So bot side, top Esports here in vague force, actually, looking to potentially fight this Knight here as well.
He is low damage, low health on this tower.
Yeah.
The siege of the Caitlyn, very hard to outweigh once they start getting a rolling. BLG pushing in mid, moving towards bot side, and even if Talia were to ult down, which he doesn't currently have, it would still be an uneven number fight!
Rocket Bell ace in the hole. Poppy gets that one, and Jackie Love with all of those stacks looking real lonely down here. A 4v1 and the Draven is just like, let me get the wave, please! Stand aside and gets that at least, but it is still his death. And half the stack's missing.
Oh, he went from 200 and something to 100. Now get his first item, the Bloodthirster. But he's 2,000 gold behind Elk. Knight walks back into mid lane, has Malignance, 5 Dark Seal stacks. His Ultimate Hunter is, I think, fully stacked now as well, actually. I think he's got a killer and assist onto everyone. Dragon started from top Esports. BLG might still contest, though.
Last plate, first turret, upgraded boots from the feats of strength, and BLG continue the snowball as Hung is hung out to dry. All the while, they do at least get off Ari. That's not bad. To at least bring it down to 1-for-1. Bin, though, will go all out. I think Cream will likely be an additional trade. 2-for-1 plus Dragon in favor of BLG.
Shutdown on the Ari is good, but they don't get the Dragon, and they still get blasted across.
Solo economy, you kind of become a threat off very little value. Gonna turn up topside. I don't actually know whether you want this. You can just get dragged down into the death realm.
Hang on, if the Cocoon lands here, there's an Ari behind.
Yeah, I think this is a dead Mordekaiser. Oh my god!
Jesus Christ! The Elise is still an Elise, even if it's a support. The damage from On and Knight slaughters 369.
I was kind of half joking with the as actually legitimately an additional carry.
Sam, he has some one item and pen boots. That's the same as everyone else on the Rift.
I mean, he's got Blood Razor as well. That's
Herald will be there. Top Esports lose another objective, and BLG keep on rolling.
They do. I thought with the Realm of Death available that 369 was going to be quite comfortable taking that. I think he thought he was too, and didn't get a chance to press the button. Ari comes up from downtown, and On just flexes the mechanical muscles and shows exactly why they have still been playing this champion. Now to mid lane we go with the Herald charge, and another turret goes the way of BLG. Hung went looking with the blast cone. Depth charge on top of Elk, who's going to get blasted. Flash away, barrier, hook goes wide again. Z-Axis, thy name, is of course Death Realm. That's why it went wide. Either way, still get the kill. That's nice. Elk important is shut down. Knight with the ult running can look to try and get over the wall and after safety. There's a mega blast cone, takes it to prevent too much easy follow-up, and so turret for Elk is the trade.
I think Hung wanted to hook the Caitlyn who was in the realm of death. I think it would have actually hit if Mordekaiser hadn't pressed the ult button. Top Esports a good kill back though, but there comes the mega cone. Great charm!
And a wonderful charm and a wonderful cocoon, and Cream gets electrocuted, grounded out. As On gets another, this dive, this pick combo of the Ari Elise continues to be an utter menace.
I have missed this version of BLG. They've shown it in bits and pieces over the split, and they're showing it here in Game 4 after getting blasted in the last game. Wallstun comes through, and there's another cone!
Oh, no! The cone comes in, Shadow sets him up, and Knight knocks him down. Mid lane tier 2 goes down as well. A bit of a skittering frenzy to give Elise some attack speed. And she'll pick up that tier 2 with the assistance to Bin.
This is one of the most dominant games we've seen.
Never really going to mature here.
It's a real problem too that hang on a second, Dragon spawning in a minute. This volatile spiderling helps a little bit. Oh, they catch him.
Hook onto On, he's dead. That's a nice pickup, but no, it's the Nocturne that picks the kill. Depth charge though, and maybe they can look at Elk as well, who doesn't have the flash to work with. Cream comes across, and that'll be both. Bot lane is surely dead. Elk's alive! Flash for Kanavi. Can't kill Caitlyn! A charm afterwards! And despite everything going right for BLG, for Top Esports I mean, it's BLG who come away with more. Another charm, another knock-up, another combo from Elk. Headshot after headshot! After headshot, and Jackie Love can only find hate in his heart as Elk puts him in irons.
BLG land all of the skill shots that I'm left.
How he gets away, how they turn it around. When BLG are
perhaps the greatest player to ever play within the LPL. Perhaps. He puts his name on the short list. Atakan starts at Top Esports. Can they contest? I don't know.
The verge of Game 5, you can hear Silver Scrapes just faintly in the distance, and Bilibili Gaming are edging closer and closer and closer to it. The Weaver's Wall comes down, the Keeper's verdict, low is On, repels to avoid Kanavi, but it's a flip, he's in there, flash away from On, Death Realm from 369, they take the Atakan, big win for Top Esports, On just about alive, Elk surely goes down here, trapped in the Death Realm, and finally the darkness rises and brings the Sheriff of Piltover down, the Death Grasp comes on through, but Ari with the reset, looking for more, jumping on forward, charm finally wide, Bin though is such a menace, all out he goes, the strikes on Tofu. Crime is now about, I fear, to be claimed by Bin and crew. Flash on forward for a little bit more work. The Pathmaker comes down. And unfortunately for you, Cream, your building permissions have been denied.
Top Esports do get the Atakan though, and they cancel the ultimate as BLG keep on sieging their way through the map.
369 trying to shove it best he can. I'll note as well in that last play, as I was trying to say, Knight, Bin managed to go all out and drag the Draven towards the waiting Knight, and he died for the third time, so we lost his stacks again. Still not cashed in.
With that spell shield, if at all possible.
Yeah, you want to know why they were late? It's because Elk went to buy Infinity Edge. He's now a full item up on Jackie Love. Charm my days, just about spell shielded. Shadow a little bit off to one side, but the ace in the hole coming on through. Triple knock-up with the Keeper's verdict. Charm on a 369, who does get the Death Realm up, but I don't think he'll win out that fight afterwards. Knight looking for damage to the backside. To go Spirit Rush forwards, trying to get the reset. Shadow surviving. They do kill Ari. Draven finally gets the cash in. And that's a 1-for-1 as it stands, but finally Jackie Love gets some value. Cream looking to turn this round for a little bit more. Elk and Shadow split off from the river.
Yeah, poor fight from Knight there for once. Loses even more Magi stacks. Gives some gold over to Jackie Love, though a lot less than he had On. Still around, does not have flash.
Elk's been able to set up some traps. Soul, for all of the slightly scrappy team fight, will be BLG's.
Will be Chemtech Soul. That will help them. The game if there ever was one.
Not a simple task to be sure. Been caught briefly, but at this point he's insanely tanked. He's 609 as a Cassante.
Oh, Kanavi.
Jack Show Kanavi is going to try and ult away, but the paranoia, unfortunately, was well described. They really are all out to get you. Onto the Baron they go with Kanavi. No ult, no health bar. BLG in position to punish anyone who overface checks it.
Now, Kanavi does have flash if he wants to get into the pit. Mordekaiser not really close enough to get into the play either right now. It's going low. I think they might just have to give up the Baron.
Then, gonna face check and frontline best he can. Gets caught by the death grab, but Pathmakers as well. Kanavi nearly arranged, but it's still going to be the take on the Baron by BLG with the jungler not there. 369 blasted. On gets the kill. Looking for more. Another set of knockups. Another charm. Jackie is gone again. And Bilibili Gaming. It's a railgun to the head. Flash. Charm. Death. Elk finishes the last kill, a triple to him, and they will guide these minions down mid lane and take us surely to Silver Scrapes.
One last time in playoffs, the Silver Dragon Cup will be fought over in a Silver Scrapes game. BLG Snowball and Top Esports fall to the wayside.
It was always going to 5 with these two teams, wasn't it? We have got a decider on the boards. Bilibili Gaming go quietly.